Hi there guys, my name is Samuel and today we shall be taking a look at the set 76104, the Hulkbuster Smash-Up, which is from the 2019 Infinity War range. I apologise, it's 2018. This has 375 pieces, 4 minifigures, and this time you actually get a Bruce Banner, not a Hulk, so that is pretty awesome. Then it is cost £30 at full retail value, then €35 and $30, which that kind of seems a little bit over the, well, kind of seems a bit out of scale from each other. But yeah, this is the Infinity War set, and I think this is a great set, so let's jump into the review. And here we have Bruce Banner, which this is an overall great minifigure, but it's not really accurate. You don't see him in this. It would have been better if he had like ripped clothes, and I can't exactly remember his outfit, but I think he had like a ripped jacket. It would definitely have worked better. I think would have been definitely really cool. Would have been cool to give him the phone, but sadly he didn't. I think that is a mark there. That is a scratch. So you can see Bruce Banner. I think this is still an overall great minifigure though. There you can see the back torso detailing. There's his Hulk face finish now. I don't know, kind of gave me some wizard vibes, more like a Lloyd kind of energy face, but obviously not yellow. But yeah, I think this is a great minifigure. I definitely do think this is a great minifigure. It's just not accurate, but still great minifigure to have. And this is a repeat from the Thor Ragnarok, which I get why they've carried it over, but it doesn't make sense because he would have turned to the Hulk, and when he turns back, that he's like trousers, the only thing that ever stays. So it wouldn't make sense how we get the same T-shirt from space. Here we have Falcon, or AKA Sam Wilson, and as you can see, he has these brick-built wings, which I think look pretty awesome. Here you can see those stickers there, which I think look really awesome. Then on the other side, you can see these stickers, which again, I think they're definitely great stickers. Then looking at his body detailing, sadly, there's no legs. But I think it's one of those characters that they've got some of it right. Like, I think the face is perfect. The hair they've got perfect. And the body, yeah, I'd say the body's perfect, but it's the wings and, well, the legs. The legs can work really well, but it's just not the most detailed. So there you can see his face. If it focuses in there, you can see his face, which is really good face print. It's definitely, I would say, better from his other one. Or from the Civil War. Actually, this may be the same one. I will have to check that in between takes. So there you can see that. Then looking at the back, let's quickly put his hairpiece on. This is a thin hairpiece. You can see what it looks like. It looks pretty cool, but it is way too blocky. I feel like the wings just need to be like a whole new piece, like a proper piece. It might make it more expensive, but I think it would work so much more better. It is definitely too clunky. And then I'm not sure if that's meant to be like the little red wing that he kind of wears. His back torso detailing, body detailing, and as you can see, he kind of has the jetpack sort of like when it's in its smaller state, which yeah, that's definitely a disappointment, the wings. And then there is his other expression, which I think fits Sam Wilson pretty well. And yeah, overall, I think this is definitely a really good minifigure, but it is just a shame. It's one of those minifigures that they do the body and the head so well, and then like the hairpiece, because sometimes they're never the most accurate, but then or anything like that. But then the wings and the legs just don't work really well, and that's kind of what the wings look like. So yeah, overall great minifigure, but there's definitely things that they could have done to improve it. It's Proxima Midnight from the Black Order. On the left and on the right hand side is one of the Outriders, which is pretty awesome. They're removing her weapon. Here you can see her detailing, which I think that is definitely great. I think they've definitely done it well. Here you can see all like the fine lines and everything, which is really cool. Then the right hand side arm, which is gold, which is pretty awesome. Again, it's kind of a lack of leg printing for Infinity War figures. You've got Sam, you've got Bruce. Like, none of these do. And then you had Iron Spider, who literally has no dual molded legs, and it looks terrible from the side there, but the front it looks good. That's kind of why it's not one of my favorite. It would have been my favorite figure, like definitely, most probably from 2018, if it had, but I think it didn't. But yeah, you can see that detailing. Then looking at her face, you can see that. I think it blends in really well with the horns. It actually looks like it's a part of her, which I think is really cool, because I kind of don't always get that aesthetic. And then here is the Outrider. As you can see, he looks pretty awesome. And yeah, I think these are definitely really good minifigures. And you can see her other Smace, which is more crafty, I'd say. Kind of like she knows what she's about to do. There you can see that. There you can see the back of the Outrider with this new piece, which is also what they use for Iron Spider. And as you can see, it simply pulls off, and you can kind of put the head back on, and there you can see his back, its back detailing, which is really awesome. Then here you can see the piece, which I think is pretty good. And I kind of, yeah, I've grown a lot more towards these Outriders. At first I was kind of like, does it work? But yes, overall, I think it does work with the way that they wanted to bring them across. And overall, yeah, really awesome detailing. And there, because it made it look a bit more yellow, it actually reminded me of Yellow Jacket from the 2017 Ant-Man set. But overall, really good minifigures here. Taking a look at the cannon, as you can see, it is pretty tall compared to the Hulkbuster there, which is pretty awesome. And yeah, you can see that it has the spring load, well, not the spring, like the, I'm not really sure on the term, it's like the cannon one, so you squeeze it in and it, so you have to squeeze it in at the end and it fires, and that just nearly went into the Coffee Unchained shop. And as you can see, there is that. And yeah, overall, I think this just looks pretty good. As you can see, there is it from the base angle. Then that is a feature that I'll show you in a minute. Then you can have the area where the Infinity Stone comes out of, which I think is pretty good. The way that they've done that is kind of cool that they keep it on this element, which is pretty cool. Then you can add it to the Thanos glove, which is pretty cool, the Infinity Gauntlet. And yeah, I think that looks really awesome. I tend to not keep them in there because I prefer them on display and also in the gauntlet because you get some spare. But yeah, I think it looks really awesome. Then moving up here, you can see this sticker, which I think is really awesome. And then yeah, just really awesome indeed. Kind of I like the fact that they've kind of just buffed it out, I think is the term for it. They've kind of made it a bit better than it has to be. You've got the Technic on the pin. And yeah, guys, you can hear that I'm kind of struggling to think of what to say else about this because I don't want it to be too short. But yeah, I think that looks definitely really good. You've got these elements in there. And then there is kind of the feature that Hulk can kind of, the Buster can kind of like smash it like that. And the idea is that if you have an Outrider, you can kind of put him in there. But what you can kind of do, if you do it like that, you can have it like that. And the idea is that he fires out, but it doesn't work too well. But yeah, there is the cannon, which is focused in now. And here we have the actual Hulkbuster itself. And as you can see, it has some stickers down on its legs, which, apologies if the camera comes out blurry. I know I keep saying this and it generally doesn't. But it's kind of like on my camera, to me, it looks blurry. But then when I actually sit down and I edit it, it doesn't look blurry. So I'm kind of not sure what that is all about. But here you can see the legs and the toes, which is kind of funny that they've given us, like, given it 3 toes. And there you can see the sticker, which I think is pretty awesome. Then a sticker there. I actually don't mind stickers. I know lots of people hate using them, but yeah, I think they're kind of cool. I like the detail that they add, which I know everyone does, but like they don't bother me putting them on, which is pretty awesome. Then there you can see that, and yeah, you can see the foot. Kind of would have preferred like a little brick to go there. You know what one I mean? The singular one of that, and yeah, that looks pretty awesome. There you can see that. It's also done on the interior of the legs, which is great to see. Then we have this part of the leg there. And yeah, there are the legs. You can see that they're done quite short and stubby. You can see the studded part of the bottom. And yeah, the legs definitely are a little bit, I would say, not particularly a fan of the legs. They are kind of a bit random. But yeah, I think they sort of work, I guess. But yeah, you can see some of the articulation. Looks like something will go there, but it's not for more detailing. But I will show you that in a second. And then taking a look at the body of the mech here, you can see this sticker again, which is pretty awesome. I do like the fact that they are using them quite a bit here. Then you can see the arc reactor, which is a square in the middle, which is cool. I like it when they use that, the triangle one and the circular one. But it's really cool because you can move it out if you wish to. Here you can see this other sticker here and this other sticker here, which I think is pretty awesome. And then you can see the Iron Man mask, which I think, yeah, I got a replacement because there's like a mark on mine. But yeah, I think that looks really awesome. And then if we open this, so what you do, you kind of open it up like that. You lift that up and then you kind of just put that out, which I think is awesome. There you can see the gears, which I will show that mechanism. Yeah, a little bit of dust there. My apologies, I never got that. But yeah, here you can see that, which I think looks really awesome. And yeah, it definitely does work. And you kind of slot him in there, whoever. Bruce is the one piloting for this, so you kind of do it like that. And yeah, you kind of just put him in. You can sort of see him in there, but I think that is fine. Then looking at it from the side, there it is. And that side, and yeah, I don't think it's done badly. Apologies, I kind of forgot to do this, like showing all the angles of the actual like cockpit area for the other one. But yeah, I think it looks really good. Be interesting whenever I get the new one. So guys, when you're seeing this, as you can see, the background is changed. But so that won't make a difference on this video, but some videos I have got prepared that most people won't be out until like the back half of August. So just as a bit of a disclaimer, if you actually see this video, you kind of know the Harry Potter ones. But here, yeah, here you can see that. And a side note, guys, when building it, it's so hard to try and get it like perfectly straight, and it looks a little bit off. And then if we move to the back here, you can see the little activation, and the slope element and the back. And yeah, I think this looks really good. A shame they couldn't put another one there or something like that, but now I will show you the features. So at the minute this doesn't move. You kind of pull this out, which is pretty awesome, and then you grab the element. I always kind of try to line the studs up, so then that's what you do. You kind of do it like that, and then keeping it in focus, and then you slot it in. And literally the idea is that you can just kind of smash. That's kind of the idea. So then if we have the cannon here, you then have the arm. The idea is that you can kind of just go here, and he's like smash, 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 smash. Can this please work? Hey, there you go. So you can see that works. And yeah, I think this is kind of this is actually amusing. So look, you can make his arm do a 360, and it's actually really entertaining. Just like, I don't even know what is he doing. He's literally just swinging his arm like 180. Yeah, so there you can see that. And then moving on to the arm, can I just say, guys, apologies, I built the thing wrong. I'm sorry, I had these like the wrong way around. I kind of never noticed. So that's since 2018, and that's like in my Lego kind of, I've been going since 2012, so I should have noticed that. My apologies. There you can see the arm, which I think that looks really cool with the stick, and then you can see the back of the arm, then the bottom, which has nothing. And yeah, there's a place for an extra finger if he wants a 5th one, because there's actually only 4. I would have made a joke about there being 6, but no, that won't work here. And there you can see that, which I think is pretty cool on that side, this sticker. And then kind of looking at the arm, it's literally the same. But then, sorry, I forgot there are repulsors on the inside, which is pretty cool. That's the triangle design I was saying about. It would be cool if it kind of got a triangle element, not the curved one, that a proper one like that with the actual print on it. That could work really well. Then yeah, you can see the arm. And yeah, overall, I think this looks really good. You can kind of move the fingers in and out. You can clutch them in a fist or in a repulsors kind of way, which I think is really cool. And here you can see the repulsor in here, sorry, which I completely forgot about. And yeah, that is, I believe, everything on the Hulkbusters. And then the last thing I quickly want to show you is the articulation. So here you have the legs, or if we kind of zoom in a bit more, here you can see the legs. They can kind of, or if we actually lift the arms out of the way, you can move the legs all like that, so you can kind of move them out kind of like 180, which is pretty cool. Then you can kind of do it like that. You can kind of flip them quite a bit. And yeah, so there's quite a bit of articulation. You kind of can go there, but you have to kind of let that piece get knocked off if you want to do that. Oh, and that is the way it kind of goes. I should have known that. And then yes, that's kind of the legs, and it's easy to put them back in place. You can move the toes, but I don't think you're going to have like toes unless you're a stop motion person, or I don't think anyone else would move it, even a kid, I'm not sure. And then what you can do with the arms, you can kind of like move them that way, kind of 360. You can kind of move that one sort of based on a ratchet joint, so not that much. And that one you can sort of do, but not as much. That's kind of more for the play feature. Yeah, that's kind of it for the actual features of the set. So yeah, that is pretty awesome, I think. So yeah, I do think this is a good mech, and it will make a good comparison for the next review, like I said, but I don't know when that, like, I'm not planning to get that set anytime soon. It's a good set, but there's better stuff on the radar, like Mario, Star Wars, Photo First Battle Pass, and stuff like that, and the raid quest. So yeah, awesome. Let's jump into the outro then. Here's one quick last thing I wanted to show you. That's what it looks like with Bruce Banner kind of in there, but with like the mask up, because I know he kind of does do that at the end of Infinity War. Oh, after the snap, you can kind of do it like that. But yeah, I think that looks awesome. A thing you could kind of did if you wanted to play with Cold Obsidian, you could like rip the arm off, like it does get pretty destroyed. But yeah, it's kind of not that hard. It's on that ratchet dual what's it called, that ratchet joint, sorry. And there, yeah, you can see that. And a quick side note, that is kind of the size, and apparently the new one's even taller, so that's going to be very interesting to see. Here you can see that. I think I prefer the older one though. Definitely kind of some nostalgia to it. And yeah, so yeah, that's what I think of this set, guys. Overall, I think this is a really good set. It's definitely a good one. I definitely prefer the 2015 yes, that is the 2015 Age of Ultron one, but still, I think it's a great one. It's kind of funny how we've went from having 0, then we have 1 in 2015, then we had 1 in 2018, I believe it was 2 in 2018, because then we had the UCS version of this. Then in 2019 we had the War Machine Buster, which I will not do in my review. I'm going to kind of strictly leave it to the Hulkbusters, like the minifigure sort of scale ones, because I have the UCS one and I don't think it includes. And then, yeah, War Machine Buster doesn't really include. But Igor, no, it's an Iron Man suit, not a Buster. But I think I may actually do a little segment. Actually, that's a good idea. I think I will do that just for a bit of a show, and I think I will do the War Machine Buster as well, but not as a, don't think I'll do a review on that one. But yeah, overall guys, thank you for watching this video. Remember to leave a like, comment and subscribe, and until the next video guys, I'll see you there. Bye for now.